Welcome to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com, your daily Bollywood news. Let's get into it.
We have a mountain of news to get through today, starting with the box office, which is always a roller coaster.
And leading the charge this week is The Mall 4. It's had a fantastic opening week, beating Booth Bangla and recording the third highest opening week of 2026. It's a franchise that people just seem to love. It's comfort food cinema. You know what you're getting, and it delivers. It's now speeding towards that 100 crore club mark. It really is. Ajay Devgn and that whole ensemble cast, it's a formula that consistently works. People want to go to the theater and just laugh without having to think too hard, and this series has perfected that.
Absolutely. And on the other end of the longevity spectrum, we have Welcome to the Jungle, which has completed a solid 3 weeks. It's just inches away from the 195 crore milestone worldwide.
That is a huge number. Akshay Kumar leading another ensemble cast. I'm sensing a theme here. Big stars, lots of other familiar faces, a promise of a good time. And it gets people into seats. It proves that the big, splashy, multi-star comedy is far from dead. It just needs the right combination of chaos and charm. Chaos and charm, I love that. But it's not all good news at the box office. Huma Qureshi's film Baby Gudaidu, it's had a really rough second week.
Oof. Yeah, a 62% drop. That's a steep fall. The reports say it hasn't even crossed the 5 crore mark yet. It's a tough business. Sometimes a film, no matter how good the intention or the performance, just doesn't connect with the audience at that moment.
It really is a reminder of how unpredictable it all is. You can have a huge franchise film soaring and a smaller, interesting concept just struggling to find its footing.
And we're seeing that across the board. Look at the regional cinema space. Deo Baan 2, the Marathi film, has ended its run as the 4th highest-grossing Marathi film of all time. An incredible run.
That's fantastic. And down south, Akhil Akkineni's Lenin wrapped up its first week at over 36 crores domestically. The industry is buzzing everywhere.
It really is. It's not just one single Bollywood anymore. It's so many thriving, interconnected industries, and it's wonderful to see.
Okay, from the numbers to the people making them happen. And I have to start with this story about Deepika Padukone. It is just, wow.
I know which one you mean. Filming rigorous action sequences for Raka while in her 3rd trimester. My jaw is still on the floor.
Right? I mean, we all know she's incredibly dedicated, but this is a whole other level. The report says she was pulling off these demanding scenes for Atlee and Allu Arjun's big film. It redefines commitment. Obviously, you know there are incredible safety precautions and a huge team making sure everything is perfectly managed, but still, the physical and mental strength required to do that is just astounding. It really is. It makes you look at her upcoming work with a whole new layer of respect. She's not just acting, she's performing feats of genuine strength. And speaking of strength and commitment, though in a slightly less physically demanding way, Ranveer Kapoor is reportedly attending the Ramayana trailer launch despite having conjunctivitis. Oh, the dedication. The show must go on, even if it's through slightly pink, itchy eyes. You can just picture it. He'll be up there in sunglasses, looking mysterious, and everyone will think it's a new style choice, but really, he's just trying not to scare the front row. Stop it. But you have to hand it to him. The promotions for Ramayana Pratham Sankalp are kicking off, and it's a massive project. He knows all eyes are on him, pink or not. He has to be there. It's the kickoff for what will probably be the biggest film of his career. You can't exactly phone that in. Sorry, can't make it. My eye is a bit puffy. It's not a good look. What is a good look, though, is the strategy behind Prabhas's new film, Fauzi. They've officially announced a release date, and they've picked a very specific, very strategic slot, the 1st week of December, the lucky week. It has a history of producing blockbusters. It's like booking your wedding at a venue known for long and happy marriages. That is the perfect analogy. You're trying to catch some of that residual good fortune. It shows how much planning goes into a release. It's not just about when the film is ready. It's about positioning it for maximum impact. It's a game of chess. And right now, Prabhas needs a solid, undisputed blockbuster. So they're pulling out all the stops, including auspicious calendar dates. Meanwhile, another star is thinking even bigger. Telepathy Vijay's final film, his swan song, John Neta, is going for a massive global release. The scale is staggering. They're targeting over 30 countries and up to 8,000 screens. That's not just a release, that's a global event. It's a testament to his star power and the incredible reach of South Indian cinema now. A film from Chennai can command a global footprint that rivals Hollywood productions. It's amazing to witness the shift.
It truly is. And it's his last film before he fully transitions into politics. So the stakes and the emotions are incredibly high for his fans. They want to send him off with the biggest celebration possible.
A celebration that will be heard around the world, apparently. Now, let's talk about a new trend that seems to be shuffling its way into Bollywood. Shuffling? Are we talking about zombies? We are talking about zombies. There's a bit of a race happening. Ranveer Singh has his zombie film, Prabhas, in the works, but a new report suggests he might lose that first mover advantage to Karthik Aryan, of all people. His own zombie thriller is reportedly targeting an earlier 2027 release. Who knew the hot new genre clash would be the undead? I know, it's fascinating. For years, it was a genre Bollywood mostly stayed away from, and now we have two huge stars vying to be the first to bring a major zombie flick to the masses. It's going to be interesting to see their different takes on it. Will it be horror comedy, straight-up survival thriller, a zombie musical? With Ranveer, you never know. A zombie musical. Please, someone make that happen. Speaking of Ranveer, he was spotted visiting director Hansal Mehta's office, but he was trying very hard to hide his new look, the classic hiding the look maneuver. He was apparently mobbed by paparazzi and was doing everything he could to keep his face covered, which of course only makes everyone more desperate to see it. It's the oldest trick in the PR book, whether it's intentional or not. The more you hide, the more we want to know. Is it for Pralay? Is it for something else entirely? The mystery builds. He's got so much going on. The professional excitement, the personal excitement with expecting his second child with Deepika. It's a busy time in their household. I can't even imagine. Between her filming action scenes while pregnant and him racing zombies and hiding secret looks, what do their dinner conversations even sound like? Probably just, "So, how was your day, dear?" "Oh, you know, fought some bad guys." "You?" "Dodged some photographers, might have started a zombie apocalypse." Pass the salt. Completely normal stuff. All right, let's shift from on-set stories to some fascinating industry debates that have been bubbling up again. And this one is a classic. Don't tell me, is it about three idiots? It is. The age-old question, was the character of Rancho inspired by the innovator Sonam Wangchuk? The debate is back.
It never really went away, did it? It's one of Bollywood's great little mysteries. You have Amar Khan on record saying no, it wasn't, but then you have the director and producer, Rajkumar Hirani, and Vidhu Vinod Chopra, who have apparently shared different stories over the years.
Exactly. It's this conflicting narrative that keeps the story alive. The film is so beloved and the character is so iconic that people want a real-world anchor for him. Sonam Wangchuk is this brilliant real-life figure who fits the bill so perfectly.
It's a bit of a shame there isn't a clear answer. It feels like a situation where multiple things can be true. Maybe the spirit of innovators like him was an inspiration, even if the character wasn't a direct copy. But the conflicting stories are what make it messy.
It's true. And speaking of messy situations and conflicting stories, Paresh Rawal has made a pretty big claim about the film OMG 2.
Ooh, this is juicy. He's saying the original idea for the sequel was his, right?
Yes, he said he was involved in the initial stages, but he walked away after significant script changes were made once Akshay Kumar came on board. He even said there was no need for a divine character.
Wow, that would have been a fundamentally different film. And he's alleging he didn't receive credit for the story or concept. That's a serious claim.
It is. It pulls back the curtain a little bit on how these big projects evolve. Ideas are passed around, scripts are rewritten, and sometimes the original vision and the originator can get lost in the shuffle.
It's tough. Creative collaboration is complex, and when big stars get involved, the center of gravity can shift dramatically. It sounds like he feels his initial, more grounded concept was pushed aside. It definitely sounds that way.
And it's not the only debate about creative choices causing a stir. There's a headline about Kiara Advani that's sparking a lot of conversation.
The one about her scene in the movie Toxic? That's the one. She's apparently being slammed for a steamy scene, with people calling it tabahi, which means destruction or ruin. But at the same time, her co-star Yash is being applauded for his part in the very same sequence. Ah, the classic double standard. It's infuriating, and it's a conversation we seem to have over and over again. Why is a woman's expression of sensuality seen as destructive, while a man's is seen as powerful?
It's exactly that. The article frames it as a clear case of double standards, and it's hard to argue with that. The audience reaction is a mirror to some pretty outdated societal norms that we're still grappling with. It's also about agency.
The criticism often implies that the actress is being exploited or is setting a bad example, while the actor is just acting. It completely dismisses her as a performer, making a creative choice.
A very good point. It's a nuanced issue, but the gut reaction from the public often isn't very nuanced at all. It just falls back on old biases.
It reminds me a bit of the interview with Rakul Preet Singh, where she was talking about the different work cultures in Bollywood versus the Telugu film industry.
Oh yeah, what did she say?
She said she feels Tollywood operates more like a supportive family, whereas in Bollywood, everyone is so competitive. It's an interesting observation from someone who has a foot in both worlds. That is interesting. It speaks to a different kind of pressure. Maybe in one industry, the pressure is to collaborate and uplift the whole project, and in another, the pressure is to stand out and compete for the next big role.
It could be. And it's not a judgment, just an observation. Both environments can produce incredible art, but the process and the feeling on set might be completely different.
Absolutely. Let's move on to some more personal stories from actors, because a few have really opened up this week, and it's been quite powerful.
I saw the articles about Samira Reddy and Sana Saeed, both speaking about their struggles with bulimia.
Yes, separately, but it created this powerful wave of conversation. Sana Saeed, who we remember as Little Anjali in Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, and Samira Reddy both shared their silent battles with the eating disorder.
It's incredibly brave. Samira Reddy's quote was so poignant. "I wanted to hide and eat." It just captures the isolation and the shame that so often accompanies these struggles.
It really does. And for them to use their platforms to talk about it openly is so important. It chips away at the stigma and lets other people who are struggling know they aren't alone. In an industry so focused on appearance, this kind of honesty is vital, absolutely vital. It's a necessary dose of reality. And speaking of honesty, Kalki Koechlin shared a story that also gives a glimpse into that pressure. The one about the producer? Yes, she recalled a producer telling her she should get fillers, and her reaction was, "I wanted to stab him with a fork." I mean, relatable. It's such a shockingly inappropriate thing to say to someone, but you just know it happens all the time. All the time. The casual way that people in positions of power comment on and try to control women's bodies is just, it's infuriating. Good on her for sharing that story. It highlights the kind of nonsense actors, especially actresses, have to put up with.
It really does. On a much more positive note, we have some heartwarming stories too. Paresh Rawal, despite his frustrations with the OMG2 situation, had incredibly kind words for Salman Khan.
Oh, that was lovely to read. He praised his generosity, saying, "If you suffer a loss, he'll make sure you gain twice."
It paints a picture of Salman that we don't always see in the headlines. Paresh Rawal described him as professional, punctual, and incredibly generous on set.
It's a nice reminder that behind the larger-than-life persona, there are real relationships and a lot of mutual respect within the industry. It's a tough business, but people do look out for each other.
And that brings us to the ultimate story of industry relationships, the throwback headline of the week.
The fight? Are we talking about the 2008 Salman-Shah Rukh Khan fight?
We are. The one that happened at Katrina Kaif's birthday party and overshadowed the entire event. It's wild that it's still being discussed almost 2 decades later.
It was the defining Bollywood feud for years. You were either on Team Shah Rukh or Team Salman. The fact that they resolved it in 2013 and are now such good friends, appearing in each other's films, is one of the best long-term story arcs in Bollywood history.
It really is. It makes you appreciate their current camaraderie so much more. They went from a massive public falling out to being each other's biggest cheerleaders. It's proof that things can heal, even in the high-stakes world of superstardom.
And poor Katrina, imagine that happening at your birthday party. You're just trying to cut the cake and 2 of the biggest stars on the planet are having a historic fallout in the corner.
Can you guys please take this outside? The photographer's here for the cake-cutting shot. It's an iconic piece of Bollywood lore.
For sure. Okay, let's do a quick round of some of the other headlines floating around. What else have you got?
Well, big news in the endorsement world. Sarah Ali Khan has joined Kalan Jewelers as a brand ambassador. She's joining the likes of Amitabh Bachchan and Katrina Kaif.
That's a huge deal. It's a sign that she's really entered that top tier of bankable stars. That's a very prestigious brand to be associated with.
It is. Also, we have some lovely personal news. Samantha Ruth Prabhu and Rajniti Moru celebrated their baby shower. The pictures went viral, and it all looked very sweet and intimate.
Aw, that's wonderful. It's lovely to see her looking so happy and celebrating with family.
On the movie front, Saif Ali Khan has been talking about his upcoming role in Haiwan, where he plays a visually impaired samurai-like character. He's working with Priyadarshanath.
That sounds incredibly cool. Saif is always at his best when he's taking on these kinds of unconventional, challenging roles. A blind samurai from Priyadarshan? Sign me up.
Right? And just a few quick sightings. Anushka Sharma was seen catching up with her spiritual guru in London, just a quiet brunch before zooming off in a taxi.
A very normal, non-showbiz moment. And Kriti Sanon said that watching the Hollywood thriller Obsession made her want to play a mad character, a psycho chick.
I would love to see that from her. She has the range for it. It would be great to see her break away from the safe roles and do something really unhinged.
Totally agree. It's always exciting when an actor feels that impulse to push their own boundaries.
And for everyone looking for something to watch this weekend, the reviews are in. O Sukumari seems to be divisive. One review praises it, another sinks it. Varavu is being called a dated revenge saga. And for those on Netflix, Siddharth M. Malhotra's courtroom drama Ika seems to be a solid choice.
Good to know. Sunny Deol and Akshay Khanna in a courtroom drama sounds like a perfectly entertaining way to spend an evening.
I think that just about covers the whirlwind week in Bollywood. From box office highs and lows to zombie races and legendary feuds, we've had it all.
We certainly have. It never, ever slows down.
Headlines to heartbeats, Tuck. You've been listening to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com. Come back tomorrow. Namaste.